Mark 6, verse 30, the apostles gathered together with Jesus, and they reported to him all they had done and taught. And he said to them, "Come away by yourselves to a secluded place and rest a while." For there were many people coming and going, and they did not even have time to eat. They went away in a boat to a secluded place by themselves. The people saw them going, and many recognized them and ran there together on foot from all the cities and got there ahead of them. When Jesus went ashore, he saw a large crowd, and he felt compassion for them because they were like sheep without a shepherd, and he began to teach them many things. When it was already quite late, his disciples came to him and said, "This place is desolate and is already quite late. Send them away so that they may go into the surrounding countryside and villages and buy them something to eat." But he answered them, "You give them something to eat." This is Kirk Brothers, and I welcome you to another episode of Ministry Matters That Matter. I am here on the shore of Elk River in Rogersville, Tennessee. Got my music going in the background, just chilling a little bit. Cindy and I and Katie are doing a working vacation. We had a lot to do, so we really couldn't take off completely. I have a lot of writing and editing work that I need to do, some work I need to do to get ready for a board meeting. But things have been pretty hectic and pretty crazy, traveling to other countries and multiple states, and I just needed to get a break and chill a little bit. So we got a place for a few nights down here, and Cindy and I will continue to work. But what I found is there's just something different about work when you can see the water. The reason I wanted to mention that in today's Ministry Matters That Matter is that ministry can be crazy, it can be busy, and there's so much we need to do. But I have found if I can find ways to relax, even in the middle of work, if I can find a pretty place to go for a few minutes, if I can find a pretty place to study where I can see the water, or I can be at a picnic table at a park as I'm traveling down the road, next to a stream, whatever. I pull out my Bible. I may be reading and studying and working on a lesson. I may be working on a bulletin article. If I'm in local work, I may be working on a report to my board at Heritage. But sometimes the setting in which you do that can make work relaxing and just changing that up. So I want to challenge you. You're going to have times in ministry when you're really busy, but find things that relax you in the midst of it. You know, a lot of folks that know me know that I like vinyl, and I'm on the road a lot. Find that just finding a little thrift shop, going in there and looking around, and I think I paid $4 for that record that's behind me, and it's just a bunch of hits from the 80s. Find little things that don't necessarily take up huge chunks of time that can relax you and divert your attention for just a moment during the day, even as you're dealing with the busyness of ministry. And also find places where you can study and do work and write articles that are a little bit different setting than your office. You know, I can remember in one of the churches I preached at, they had a room up in the attic. And I remember putting a song book and a Bible and a little kneeling pad there. And I would sometimes go up there to be by myself. The littlest of things like that can make all the difference in ministry to help you to keep your sanity, just to change your attitude, and you'll be a much more pleasant person to be around. So just find your way to prepare your sermons somewhere that is relaxing. This is Kirk Brothers, and I thank you for joining me for another episode of Ministry Matters That Matter.